Hello, dear friends. Welcome to ALLATRA TV Africa. On the daily basis in live broadcasts, we meet people from various countries and continents to find out about their culture and to discuss very important questions concerning our society. Questions such as what kind of world each person would like to live in? How do we envision a society of happy people? What can each of us do today to live in creative society tomorrow? The Creative Society project is a unique global project which has been initiated by people themselves for the entire world on the volunteer basis. And the goal of the Creative Society project is to transform our current consumer society into the creative one, purely by peaceful means and in the shortest time possible. We call creative such a society in which every single person in the world would have completely everything necessary for happy living, would feel safe and comfortable, valued and loved, would live in a way a true human deserves. And to learn more about the project, please visit ALLATRAUnites.com. And my name is Olga, and my co-host today, Alexei, Derek from Uganda, and Kanu from Nigeria.
Hello, dear viewers. Hello, dear friends. And today, with our guests Andrew and Haliki, we are traveling to an extremely
Alexei, we can't hear you.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm with you now. So yeah, hello, dear viewers. And today, with our guests Andrew and Haliki, we are traveling to an extremely beautiful African country, Uganda. Uganda is the pearl of Africa, the most ethnically diverse country in the world. Uganda is a home to beautiful beaches, lakes, the most powerful waterfall in the world, the tallest mountain range in Africa. It's a country of very welcoming and friendly people. Before we ask our guests to tell us a bit more about the country, we would like to remind that in our broadcast, we use the theory of 6 handshakes, which says that all people on the planet are connected to each other by a chain of 5 acquaintances. Thanks to this theory and to information technologies, many people from different countries can join discussions of the creative society. Dear viewer, if you would like to participate in our next broadcast, please contact us by email info@allatra.tv or simply leave the comment under this video. And now we are back to our dear guests. Andrew and Haliki, welcome to ALLATRA TV, and thank you so much for joining us today. Andrew, Haliki, can you hear us now?
Yes, I believe I can hear you. Guys, you just need to unmute your microphones because we mute them for not to have extra noise. And Kanu, would you like to ask the first question of our guest?
Okay, Andrew, welcome to our conversation today, live broadcast on Assist Handshake, ALLATRA TV Africa.
Okay, thank you.
And Mugabe, can you unmute your microphone and say hello to our viewers watching you? Hello, Mugabe.
Yeah, thank you. First of all, I thank God who enabled us to meet you guys, and I'm glad to meet you all. My name's Mugabe Haliki.
It's like the internet is not connecting well.
Yeah, some problems.
Haliki, maybe it is worth turning off the video so that we can hear you, because right now we cannot hear you.
I stay in Uganda village right now, where I am.
Oh, we can hear you again. Okay, you can say something now. Oh, maybe not. Okay, Andrew, would you like to continue while the internet connection establishing with Haliki? Maybe you can tell us, introduce yourself.
Yeah, Andrew's picture is frozen as well.
Andrew's too.
Yeah. Probably
Yeah,
there is
some internet connection
problem with
problems.
connection. Yeah, as usual, unfortunately.
Derek, what about you? Is everything fine with your internet?
Okay, Andrew is back now. Andrew, could you
I'm still
please
good. I can hear
unmute your
everyone, right?
microphone?
Is it fine, man?
Yeah, it's
Yes,
fine
it
now.
is.
I'm happy you're back.
Thank you, thank you. I'm back.
Andrew, please, could you introduce yourself to our viewers?
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Madam Holga, and thank you all Sky, Kano, and Derek for hosting us. And we are so privileged to see you and meet you. My name is Andrew Kitaile. I'm from Uganda. I'm a humanitarian. Actually, I'm a friend to Derek. I'm a friend to Kano, and I think I'm also a friend to you now. I'm one of the CEO of Rezo Foundation Uganda. It is a charity organization, community-based organization. It is taking care of street kids, orphans, widows, abandoned kids, and the elderly. Sometimes we cooperated in the disabled, like that. So, like for us, when we get the orphans from the streets, we talk to them, counsel them, motivate them, and take them maybe back to the guardians, because children belongs to our parents, not the orphanages, right?
Definitely.
So I think that is the little introduction I can do.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's a
and
good work you did there.
thank you so much. And could you tell us what do you love the most about your country, Uganda?
I beg your pardon.
And could you tell us what do you love the most about your country? What makes you proud of it?
Okay, I love very many things on my country, because first of all is environment. You get environment is very good. Like now for us, we have sunshine, we have rainfall, and there is no lot of coldness like you people in outside in Europe, where you have summer and winter season. Is for us, we don't have those things. So environment, I like the environment, and you can see the background of Derek is very green, very
I
good.
know. It's
And
beautiful.
another,
Mm.
yes, another
Technical
thing,
support showing us the environment right now. Because
it
we
is
prepared
very,
some collages, and if you can see on a screen, we have some pictures of Uganda. We can see right now.
okay. So that's why actually Uganda is called the Pearl of Africa. We have everything. We have mountains, we have lakes. Have you ever heard about Lake Victoria?
Okay,
Yeah.
there's a we have had there's a college. There's a picture you can see there. Is it possible to point out the Victoria from those colleges? Is it possible? Can you see the college?
Yes,
Andrew?
no. If you
Yes.
I can point out to Lake Victoria if you give me the map there.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. You are not seeing the screen displaying the different pictures of places in Uganda.
Not really, not really.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, Derek, do you see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Oh, would be really nice if actually Andrew could see this picture, because this is some picture of the people he takes care of. Andrew, could you swipe your phone in Zoom till you find the picture?
Now how can I do it, Olga? How can I do it?
You just
So when you look at your screen, you'll
Yes.
see a few dots down. So just keep swiping right on those dots. So when you swipe right, you go on to the next screen until where you find one that shows the mainstream. To that, double tap and
Okay. Now it's
See,
Beautiful.
yeah, by smile on your face, I can see that you see the picture.
Thank you, Derek.
So can you tell us who is this on the picture?
Which one? Because there are very many pictures.
Yes, just anyone you would like to talk about.
Okay, let me first talk about the first picture where we were handling some colors. You see,
Yes.
that one is a widow, and a widow. We are taking care of her. Actually, I was at home and I received a call from someone, and the Andrew, you come and help this widow. Now that widow, even that house that you are seeing, she's renting it. And the worst of it, when I tell you the money that she's using to rent the house a full year, you cannot believe it, but it's the reality. You get? So that was, I went. Those colors, they are for peace. If you search about those colors, they mean peace. Actually, if you have ever found the peace rates projects of Petty Regina, he used those things. He used those colors during the inauguration of Joe Biden. You hope you have ever seen those things.
Sorry, Andrew, from interrupting. Which colors are you talking about so that we can follow you?
Those there is a picture where I'm handling some colors, some paper containing some colors with some children kneeling down.
Oh. Okay, yes, we've seen that. Okay.
Okay. So those colors, they mean peace. So for me, I want them to give them hope, because now that's our name, raising hope to the vulnerable.
Oh, I see.
So I went to them, visited, discussed, and promised everything. Because now is to if you actually you will calculate the money, is paying 200,000 a year for that house. You cannot imagine, but she's unable to do that. So I went and I promised her everything, and I believed. I said I would start paying for her rent. You get?
Yes.
And so when I discussed with some fellows in the committee,
I'm sorry to interrupt, Andrew.
Yes.
Okay.
Dick, I'm getting you.
Derek, I couldn't hear you.
I'm sorry for interrupting you. It's 200,000 shillings for a year for our rent.
I'm not getting you.
Derek, there was a
can't hear you properly.
Yeah.
Yes, your voice interrupting, and we can't understand what you're saying. But
Sorry,
maybe we can switch to the next picture. Yes, we can.
Okay, now the next picture, the one you're seeing to go together with those children, are you seeing them?
Yes, we can see them.
Yes.
But which of them is actually, because there are so many pictures with children here, which of them is it? The middle one or the ones by the
first one up.
Okay, all right. The first one up, yes.
Okay, now those are the street children and orphans that I care of. They are the children in my foundation. So whenever every month we are ever meeting them, we call for a meeting, we jazz with them, motivate them, because when you get a kid from the street, you have to do salary counseling and motivation, so that you can change their mind to a positive route. You get? So every month we get them, talk to them, and motivate them. That's the photo that I took. Actually, those people behind them, they are the committee members. Hope you are seeing me in a black t-shirt.
Yes, I can see you in a black t-shirt with yes, I can. But
Okay.
if I can just interrupt you by asking you this question, you know, these orphans, why so many orphans in Uganda?
Okay, there are very many orphans in Uganda because of very many factors. Like, let me talk about the poverty levels. You get poverty levels. It brings increased number of orphanage in this way. Very many people, like maybe most of the women, is resort to prostitution. And when they resort to prostitution, they are infected by HIV they are infected by HIV/AIDS, and as a result, they die. You get, and once they die, of course, they will leave orphans behind. Then another thing in Uganda about orphans is that those parents, I mean, the fathers, they call out for polygamous families. So once you know, when they are very many, actually, you may find that every home in Uganda, a man is having more than 2 wives. Derek can testify it. Isn't it, Derek?
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true.
Yeah. So and there is jealousy amongst the wives, the housewives, and due to that, they bewitch themselves. And the reason they want to maintain the man. You get, Mr. Kanu?
Yes, I can. We are listening.
So they want to maintain the man, and as a result, they kill others. They leave the orphanage behind them.
And then, sorry, I think I'll just add on from there. And then the other thing would be, I mean, I don't want to blame the government, but it's, it's still part of the reasons why there are very many orphans in Uganda, because like the systems that are put up are not so well established. For example, if you look at the medical bit of it,
We're having problem with Derek's
the health system
explanation.
in the country is really like messed up. Like a few days, my friend got about.
Derek, yeah, we can't hear you all the time, just breaking, connections breaking.
Olga, is it
Yeah,
possible
I think I should add on.
With Derek's?
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
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 Okay, I wanted to say, Derek, your microphone is muted right now if you're trying to say something. And maybe we can switch to next picture. And also, Haliki is back with us. Haliki, do you hear us?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
great
I'm
that you
sorry,
could join.
My reception wasn't good the other side, so I tried to change the reception. But I would also like to add on to the question of Mr. Kanu. Then here in Uganda there is increase of orphans because they are increasing murder. Because some of the parents because here in Uganda we have a lot of transport means, and we have of those of motorcycle, and so sometimes parents are killed when they grab parents at night when they are working, like they are driving their motorcycle, and they end up killing them. Because recently, last month, they killed, it was my neighbor. Yeah, he was grabbed by the thieves at night. So, and he was killed. So that is one also which caused the total number of orphans here in Uganda.
So, Madam,
Thank you.
Mr. Kanu, I think let me add also this point. I'm going to elaborate that point of Derek and another point. You get?
Yes, continue.
Yes, go ahead.
Now, Derek was talking about LSA means. Now, in Uganda, you may find that we have public hospitals, but when you go, like in Malitamano ward, you cannot even find drugs or even equipment for the mothers. You get? So you may find that a lady can be pregnant, but he or she cannot even get medical services. And you know, once a lady is pregnant and is not getting medical services, you know the result. You get?
Yes,
Yes,
it's quite good that we're talking about this today, and then we're going to talk about creative society, especially since we have a dream of a world where these things, there will be medical healthcare services for everyone. Children should have shelter. So that is why maybe when we come to the second part, it will be interesting to hear your views about, how you envision the creative society. But let's get to the second part. Until then, let me give the mic to Alexia. I think he has a question to ask. Alex?
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you, Kanu. So
maybe
yeah,
you can ask. Sorry.
yeah, let's just move to the second part of our conversation about the creative society. And I'd like just to remind that the goal of the project is to achieve creative society, such a kind of society where each person in the world would live happily and in comfort and have everything necessary for living, would be secured, and live just in stable environment. So Andrew and Haliki, could you please share with us your vision of, kind of an ideal society for you? What does the world you would like to live in look like?
Should I start or Alik should start? Alik, you start, I think.
Yeah, you should start. You should start before.
Okay. Now, Oleska, the world that I would like to believe in is that I would like to believe to live in a world where there is peace. You get? Where there is justice and equality. We need to live in a world where there is freedom. I'm talking about freedom maybe of speech, freedom of doing something which is not illegal. You get? Because like for us in Uganda, there are some things we are not supposed to do, but they are restricted by the government. But it's a right for us to do. Like now, we have been watching the recent polls, election polls. You have been seeing them.
Go ahead.
And,
Yes.
like now, supporting an opposition leader, it has been a crime here, and they arrest you. That's not freedom. And now that's not the world we want to live in. You get? So I also want to live in a world where there is human safety. You get? Like I like now when I'm here, when I'm secure, I have security on me. You understand? Then when I also talk about, let me also elaborate about human freedom, because now me, I'm a man. I have a lot of things that I'm supposed to do. I'm free to do most of the things in my life that are not literally deviant from the governments, maybe from godly stuff. That one is okay, but we need a world where there is freedom. You understand? Yeah.
Yes,
Then
thank
also,
you.
we need also to live in a world where we see all of us being happy. That's why we started up a charity organization, because we want to see smiles on people's faces. Because you can find that there is an African kid on the street, like a kid of 3 years when he's on the street. The parents just threw the kid when he's just young, and they just adopted the kid to get. So we don't want to see such a world. That's my view.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. It's my turn. Yeah, on my side, I also want to live in a world of peace where is equality. You know, let me talk about my country and mostly where I'm living now. In my country here, or in the community I'm living, there is no justice. And I would like to live in a country where there is justice, where someone can explain, can talk, and do a good and do something which is good. Because here there is no justice. Because even if you report a case on the police, no one can help you because they need money. Corruption is high over here. You get? And I would also love to live in a world of where the country take care of, provide like medicine, because sometimes in the hospital you can fall sick, or you can take a kid in the hospital, but you end up paying the medicine because of corruption. Yet it is a government hospital. And here, and also I'd like to live in a world where education is promoted. Good. Here we have UPE. That is, it is full. It sounds like it's free. It's free. It sounds like it's free education, but we end up paying school fees like we are in nanny schools or in private schools. So my concern is, I would love to live in a world where there is no corruption, because everything here in Uganda, it's corrupt. None things, and because like right now, our country or our president, he doesn't care about us, because he restricts the policy, hard policies. Like right now, I'm using the internet, but I have to pay for the internet. The internet is taxed. You get? Yeah. I think those are some of the remarks.
Thank you.
It's really to hear that so much is happening in your country. And that you have so many problems. And in similar live conversations with people from other African countries, we understand that this situation is not just in Uganda, but this situation is almost the same all over the Africa. And yeah, it's quite difficult, and it's heartbreaking to listen to what you are saying, especially about women, and understanding the solution for this situation is it depends on everyone, and we cannot just rely on somebody, on government, etc., because they are the same people as we are. And the solution is somewhere in unity, in mutual discussion of how all this can be solved, and what we can do together. But in my personal understanding, you should get some help from outside of Africa to solve this situation, because this is not just problem of the Africa or problem of Uganda. Yeah, this is a world problem, because we cannot live happily somewhere if there is a problem, even in one place, in one city, or in one village in the world. We should all live in prosperity and in safety.
Yes,
And
thank
then
you.
as
Go ahead.
this is something that I believe in. As you know, yes, we want the change, and we want to see everything changing. We want to see a creative society coming into life. But this is something I've always said, and I'll keep saying it. The change you want should start with you. Like, you can, before you change an entire world, you start with an individual. So if you want to change Uganda, start with yourself. What have you done as a person to create the change you want? What are you doing as a person to create a better society where you want to live in? What have you done as a person to transform other people's life? I mean, transforming other people's life is not about giving them what they need. It's at times just opening up their eyes, telling them, look, this is happening. You need to do this. You have to do this. Together we can do it. So I think if we want to achieve a creative society, we should get out of our comfort zone about just talking about it and do something about it. Because if we talk about something and we don't act, at the end of the day, we are not going to achieve anything. So I think it's it's our duty, and it's our it's not our, like, it's not just our duty, but it's a must for us to do, and just stand up, do something, act towards creating the society you want. Because if you don't create it yourself, no one's going to create it for you, and you are the change you want to see. So if you want to see the change, start the change yourself. Don't wait for someone to start the change for you. Start it yourself. That's what I always like. That's what I always say, and that's what I will say forever and ever.
Thank
you so much, Derek.
And I think I'm in on the same agreement with the same page with what you are saying. What Africa need actually may not be people giving us aid or food. It's time that Africa should inform ourselves that the situation around us, we should take responsibility for it. Like we could force people, like they have an adage here that you could force a donkey to the stream, but you can't force it to drink water from it. When I listened to Andrew when he was narrating instances about fathers not playing their roles, so many sad things. Those fathers, all they need is information, and I think that is why the creative society, when I look at it, the stage at which we say information is the priority, we should inform people. If people get to know that life could be better, then when people change from inside, like Derek is saying, then we can see those things, can see real change happening in Africa. The state at which we are now, even if you give us all the aids, and we have not changed internally, I don't think there will be any meaningful change. So this information stage is very important. And I would like to ask our guests if they wouldn't mind to share their experience when they are interacting with these people, meeting people across their field of work. How do I put it? What exactly do you think need to be improved so that those people could actually effect changes to their conditions or the conditions they have found themselves in? What I'm asking is this: from your own experiences, if you don't mind to share with us, what more do you think need to be done so that people could improve this situation they are in Uganda? Maybe I'll start with you, Mugabe Hariki.
Yeah, thank you. I think on our side here, like, we have to think about education, because many kids are not schooling. You get? So we need to think about that so that we make sure that we decrease on the number of the kids who are not going at school. In addition to that, we need to create a sustainable resources. For example, like for us in our foundation last month, we are teaching some of the community members urban farming, and we were telling them that though you have no land, but still you can cultivate or you can hold anything through through using this method of urban farming, so that you can get a polythene and you pack on the you pack it with the soil, so that you can plant like vegetable, because we taught them how to plant vegetables on small scale. You get? So we also need to think on the things which are sustainable, because we are planning to have a land, to hire land, so that we can we can cultivate some of the crops. And another thing, we collaborate with the local government, because for us, we used to go to the local government, to the district, and we ask for the seeds, because there is that program of agriculture, where they give seeds, where they give animal to the community member. And it's like, when they give, like for example, if they give me a cow, I make sure that I feed it, and when that cow produce, I have to give out that little to my neighbor. So I also also it continue like that. It's continue like that. So my concern is all about education and making sustainable resources, because some of the fellows, they were affected by COVID, because some of them, they lost their jobs. You get?
And
Yeah.
then adding on to that, I think so one of the foundations of the creative society is access to education. I think the only way you can solve a problem like the ones that most of the problems that we have in Africa, the best way to solve them is making sure that people have access to information. You know, if someone is ignorant about something, there will still nothing will change. So we just have to find ways of getting this information out there. That look, for example, in Eastern Uganda where you guys are, like I've been there 2 days ago. So you'll find out that these guys, most of them are not informed about actually family planning. That's why you find out that one family, one man has got over 15 children, and he doesn't have yeah. And then you find out that one man is having 15 children and he doesn't have a stable job to look after these kids. But this happens because they are not informed that there are methods of controlling childbirth. So they don't have access to childbirth programs. So they just end up having lots of children that they can't look after. And once they die, so if someone dies and he's got 15 children, that means he's going to leave 15 orphans. So that's why you find out that in the eastern part of Uganda, you find that there are very, very many orphans. And then, but that's all happening because they don't have access to information. They don't have access to proper medication, because if they had access, where they would just go get proper childbirth control programs, then there will be less of these kids that end up as orphanages after their parents die. And then still, if there was access to proper medication, proper information, there would be less people dying. Because if someone knew that, for example, if I go and ride a motorcycle without a safety gear and I get into a crash, I'll be hardly injured, or I might end up losing my life. Then they will take more caution before doing something. So I think the best way to solve any problem is provide information, making people informed, because problems only occur because of people's ignorance. If you don't know, if someone doesn't know that it's my right to do this, then even if they didn't get it, they will not complain. They will not push on to get it. After all, they don't know the importance of it. So the most best approach on solving the problem would be providing information. That's what I think. For me, if you want to solve anything here, you need to provide information to people, make people informed fast. And the only way to do that is providing free, accessible, and very good quality education.
Thank you so much, Derek. And not once already today, we mentioned the foundations of creative society. And for those who hear us for the first time, who watch us for the first time, I would like to say that foundations of creative society you can find on ALLATRAunites.com website in the article section. And these foundations were formed after thousands and thousands of interviews, roundtables, and that's actually what people want. And within the informational stage we are on right now, like Derek said, that some people just don't have information. They don't have access to information because of many reasons. And the project right now, the creative society, is possible when everyone will find out about this project. And that's what we have to do. We have to let everyone know that we can live better, we can live in a better society. And we ask at our broadcast all people, like regardless of their place of living, profession, religion, views, and so on, what's their personal vision of creative society. And we mentioned many of the foundations we see on the screen right now, like importance of human life and the importance of human freedom, like when every human born with the right to be a human being. Also human safety, when we feel safe in the society we live in, and we know that we have everything necessary for living, and we are not afraid about tomorrow. Also transparency and openness of information for all. When we know that information we get from the media, it's true and we can trust it, but also we have enough education and we have enough of information to have our own opinion about things we hear, and we can judge whether it's true or not. And of course, that this way we can say that we like this or we don't like this, what we see on screens, for example, on TV, and we can say that we don't want that. In creative society, people will be able to say what they want, and if it's good for society, if it benefits society, it's good. If it doesn't, if the human is not on the first place in the things in things that's developed, in the information which we hear, if human is not valued, then we don't want that. And this is actually the eighth foundation of creative society, the self-governing society. When people actually have a word to say in the society, no one has the power over another person, and everyone is the partner, is a friend to each other, and we actually able to choose all together what we want to see in our society. So thank you very much. And what can we all do to unite and start building the society we all want to live in? Andrew or Haliki, would you like to say something about this?
Pardon?
What we all can do to unite and start building the society we want to live in. What we all can do. How maybe do you see other ways, like what else we can do, how to spread information so all people find out about it?
May I just specify a bit? Sorry, may I just specify a bit? A bit earlier in our live conversation, we discussed that the most important thing is to start change from yourself. You have to start changing yourself, and then this will be scaled to your area, your city, your country, and to the world. But the the main principle of reaching the ultimate goal of building the creative society is unity. So what can you see the best ways, to unite people in this single goal to build the better world?
Thank you. For me, the best way I think we can do it through sports over here, because when sports is available, it brings many people in the same place. Because for me, I myself am a sportsman and I'm a boxer, but I'm still amateur. So sometimes we used to organize community boxing, and we play boxing. So many people gather to watch us, and after the fight or each fight, we used to pass out information to some of the people who gathered around. So for me, I think it's because we used to do it. We used to do it to communicate to the people after doing that, because we used to play boxing and we have those of football. So even on football ground, before the match starts, we pass out some information to the people. Then the match starts. Yeah, that is my thought on that.
Great.
Thank you so
And
much.
what about you?
Madam Oluga, let me also, I think, give a point about that.
Okay, go ahead, but we don't hear you clearly. Okay, let's start again.
Are you getting me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, let me add on Mugabe Ariki's point. We can unite those people by maybe doing massive sensitization. You get? Like now, massive sensitization we can do. Like now, sometimes we are ever having meetings with those parents. Sometimes when we are called to go and see those people, we can sensitize them about the good things of unity. I think that one is that's what I can just say. We need to do massive sensitization of the people, and we tell them the good effects of being united. You get? They tell them, do this. When you do this, and also I think we should also teach them. I think about God, because there is no one who is not God fearing and is united. I don't think so. We need through our meetings and consultations, we tell them about the preachings of God, and through that you use that one as a fact. Now, I will not talk about the sports way, because sports is the best thing of bringing people united, because you know a team, and when you talk about teamwork, you know what it means. That is it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I actually want also to say that within the informational stage of the project, many people are doing very interesting creative video clips. And we have already the first African video clip that shows how uniting we can solve many problems together very easily and happily. So I want to ask our technical support to show us this video clip and everyone to enjoy.
Hi Alex, let's have a call with Africa. Let's have a try. Let's see. Good. Okay. Hi Kano. Hi Kano.
Hello Alex. Hello John.
I'm eating breakfast, you know, beans.
Nice coffee.
Coffee? We have great coffee in Africa. Like this one is from Cote d'Ivoire. And with such a great taste. You know what? I'm going to invite you guys to come to Africa and have a taste of our coffee.
No borders?
Borders? No. There are no restrictions of movement in Africa. We go freely everywhere we want to. Just last week I was in Niger Republic. From there I went to see a friend in Chad. I was in their capital in Germany. And after that I went to Cameroon. The roads were free, no harassment, nothing. There's free movement in Africa.
They built a creative society in Africa. Yes, they did it.
Oh, young man, you're here.
Please, let's share some food. This is great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks to our technical team. The truth is that creative society is already in Africa, but like that car, it needs just a little push by all of us, and it's zoom, it goes. So like Olga was saying, yes, everyone is invited. We could spread information about the creative society by making video clips, you know, that people can enjoy and as well pick information. And in addition to that, let me add that already in Africa, like what the program we are watching today, ALLATRA TV Africa, the 6 degrees handshake broadcast. You see, we could also spread information about the creative society using this medium. You could, at the comfort of your home, anywhere, you know, invite your friends, and then we have a discussion as this. The more people get to know about creative society, then the mentality will get into us that, oh, we should actually change our society for the better. And I would like to also share with you that talking about uniting, last December, the Creative Society, thanks to ALLATRA International Public Movement participants, were able to organize a worldwide conference, online conference. In fact, it was interpreted in 35 different languages. There, we all united, and everybody, like, you know, asserted that yes, united we can change the world, and we are still on it. By March 20, this year, that's 2021, March 20, 2021, that's this year, there's another conference that is coming on, and it will be quite a big pleasure to invite every one of us to take part in it, because talking about uniting, until we unite in great force, share information, nothing can get done. And that society we are dreaming of, we can make it happen today, we can make it happen tomorrow. In fact, we can even make it happen 50 years from now. It depends on how fast we want to make it. So that program, this conference will be coming up on March 20, 2021, and the time is 15 GMT. That is 3 p.m. GMT. Everybody is invited to it. I would ask the technical team, please, could you play us a trailer of the 2021 conference that's going to hold in March, please.
Unprecedented event of present history. Initiative that comes from people around the world. main project of humanity. People stopped being silent about urgent issues of our society. All cultures have an image of the ideal world people want to live in. A world that prophets talked about. The time has come when we can make it real. How will we use this chance? Let's meet March 20th, 2021, 3 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time and 10 a.m. Eastern Time. International online event of global scale. Creative Society, what the prophets dreamed of. This is the day the world will unite to find out the truth. Join the entire humanity and spread the message.
Thank you so much for your technical support. I just want to mention that everything you saw in this trailer, pictures of people, and everything you heard, this is all volunteers. This is all volunteers who took part, voiced the video, made the video. On the pictures, you saw many people. This is all volunteers interviewing other people, like I said, that before the Creative Society project started, there was many interviews of different people in different countries. Over 180 countries, our volunteers were taking interviews. And this is really amazing what we all can do when we unite. Even this unprecedented event that was on 20th of December 2020, which united millions of people. This is always done by volunteers on free of work time. And you heard Carlos said that it was simultaneously translated to over 35 languages. This is also was done by volunteers. And I'm really proud to be part of Creative Society project. And I invite everyone to join and help us prepare for the next conference, spread the information. And I would like to our technical support to ask to show us how easy to join the project. All we need to do is to go to the website ALLATRAUNITES.com and click join button. And you can choose the way you would like to participate in. You can share the information, you can participate in the project and do things you can do, like we have different skills and talents, and we can use them to build the society we all want to live in, to participate in projects in any way, because we all have social accounts and we all have friends and relatives, and even without modern like special technology and some extra assets, we can still share and spread the information. And right now on the screen you can see that it's very easy and very short form you fill to join the project. And really everyone can do that. We can see right now that people from different countries can join the Creative Society and be part of it. And our technical support today, and we are not professionals, and we just take part in the project and spend our free time for something really good, because we really truly believe and we know that we can do it. Thank you so much. And before we finish, yes?
Why is it that my video is not showing? I'm not seeing anyone.
Oh, you haven't seen.
But we also not seeing you because you're off and on.
I don't know what has happened. Madam Olga, what's wrong? What has happened?
I think you have pressed
Okay.
on your camera.
I've done what?
There's a camera switch and there's a gallery switch. I think press on your camera switch and so that you can get back to see us.
Yes, or try to reconnect. Anyway, you will be able to see it with the link after. There, we can see you now. We can see some. It's not that clear.
Are you seeing me?
So,
yes, but not
That's
very
a bad Pamela.
But for me, I'm not seeing you.
We also not
if you look on
because
your screen.
you
Andrew, try to reconnect, maybe. Reconnect.
Okay. Fine. Let me try to
let him
reconnect
use
again. And
front camera.
So thank you everyone. It was very nice to have you with us today. And Andrew is back. And before we finish, I would like to ask you: would you like to say something before we finish?
Okay. So, Madam Olga, I beg your pardon.
Go ahead. Everything's fine.
I beg your pardon. I've not heard the question.
Yes, we are time limited and we are finishing for today. And I would like to ask, do you have a message you would like to say to all our viewers, to all of us before we finish?
Okay, now my message is...
Just send the message.
My message to the viewers is that we just need to work together. Teamwork is essential thing in promoting Creative Society Foundation. If we don't work together, my dear, I'm telling you, we shall not achieve anything. That is it. We need to just work together, and we see that these objectives of Creative Society are implemented effectively. Thank you.
Yeah, and I think we need to work together, but we also need to support each other, because we may work together when everyone is not is supporting each other. So we need to work as a team so that we can implement the programs. We can do things. Yeah.
I think there's only one thing I would say right now to all the people that are watching us, and all the people that have watched us before, and those that I know everyone's going to keep on watching us. So this is something I have to say. First of all, if you think about something, if you have a vision in your head, that thing is 100% possible. So if just us talking about the Creative Society now, it's already enough to prove that we can make it and we will do it. It's just that we just have to get our vision from the head and put it into our hands and do something with it to make it happen. So it's already happening and it will happen. You just have to stand up and do something, make the vision into something, pick it out of your head and put it into your hands and do something with it. That's all I have to say for now.
Thank you everyone so much. Thank you so much. I really agree with everything you said today and everything you said just now. And for me, Creative Society is when everyone is giving something to another person and everybody is ready to share and to contribute. When it's when society, it's when you are for society and society is for you. Would anyone like to say something, Kano, Alexei?
Yeah, I'd like to say that we have this discussion between 6, sometimes 5 of us here, and there are some viewers who are watching us. But everyone who is watching us right now, just know that you can join the wider discussion, the worldwide discussion, and it's very easy. As Olga mentioned, just go to the website, and press the red join us button. But even if you don't do this, just read carefully about the project, understand the idea, accept it, and then spread it around you. And then you are in the project, because you are the participants once you support this project in your heart, in your head, and once you spread the information about the project. So this is the one who is the real participant, who is acting, not just sitting, but doing something, spreading the information. You can do this very, very easily. We all are open, we all are volunteers, we all are similar. And as it was mentioned, we all should work together, we all should act together and support each other.
Yes, and I would also want to say to Andrew and Mugabe that you are already into the Creative Society. We are all volunteers. You could also co-host this type of program by inviting your friends. So if you invite your friends and you get across to us, we could also be of assistance so that we can also spread the message through you. Thank you.
Thank you. We will do.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And before we finish, I want to ask for technical support to show us a little short episode from the conference that happened on 20th of December about how important and how we share actually information every day, and how important it is to share the right information. And so after that, we will hear the song that was also written and sung by volunteers. And thank you very much. I'm saying bye to everyone for today. And I really hope to see you again on our broadcast as the co-host. That would be just great.
The information, oh my God, the way we talk and the way we get to talk with each other through the information stage, through mass media, through Facebook, through Instagram, whatever that is. When you look at the moment of time we're in right now, in a pandemic, and the world has come together through social media with the desire to come together and make changes in the life we live, thinking ahead, evolving into something else, not wanting the same anymore. I always believe that there's a reason for everything. And this pandemic was a reason for us to sit down and think about, where are our lives going? What are we doing? What is the rest of the world doing? Because we all, the day we're born, we all have a dream inside of us of peace, of love, of all of those things. We feel that when we're kids. And in this information stage where we're able to connect, we're able to teach each other all across the world. We're able to teach our kids all across the world. We are learning today from each other. This is an historic day of information and education, all wrapped up in one language. The desire to do better, the desire to have a creative society.